Hey folks, your OS reviews. So today we're taking a closer look at two more of these FM radio / dedicated kind of boombox style MP3 players that you can find on Amazon for pretty cheap. We've already seen a few of these designs in the past if you've been following our channel for quite a while, but these are two other options that sell for under 20 bucks, which are pretty inexpensive. They feature integrated built-in stereo speakers, which are pretty loud, and they also have a passive radiator as well, so there's an added punch or bass, which is pretty good. Sound quality on both of these units are quite comparable. I would say they're about the same, and really it's just the design of the outer shell that's different. Feature sets are the exact same. You have access to a small LCD display on both, which displays the functions, like if you're playing back a music, a song from a micro SD card, or if you're using the FM radio to tune to a specific channel, if you're charging, and so on and so forth. It features this very standard kind of T9 layout in terms of the buttons on the bottom here. You can see that they're pretty tactile and responsive, as well as risen above the surface. On this specific unit, there's also a LED strip on the front, which will light up red when it's charging. And the bottom features access to a micro SD card, which has a 2 GB card pre-installed, which you can load up with your songs. The sides features access to the auxiliary port for connecting to a external speaker if you don't want to use the smaller speakers integrated onto the unit. If you want a more powerful speaker, you can use that. You can also insert a USB thumb drive on here if you have it loaded with music. It plays back MP3 and WMA files just fine. There's also a 3.5mm headphone jack for private listening, and also dubs as the charging port on this model, which is kind of interesting. Same style as kind of the iPod Shuffle, which we saw a few years back, so it uses the same port for charging and for listening to music. A lanyard strap is included, as well as dedicated volume and media controls, which you can use to toggle back and forth, and the center key, or the play pause key, also dubs as the power key, so you use that to turn the entire unit on. The back just features the battery door, and this one over here, same thing. They're both made out of plastic, so construction quality isn't the best in the world, but they are both relatively shiny look. You can kind of see the speakers on the sides there underneath the grills. Same thing here. We have access to an LCD strip, as well as dedicated controls. This one has slightly larger buttons, which I prefer a bit, but you can see that the media controls have also been moved directly onto the front of the unit as opposed to the top. And there's a FM button here, which is a bit more convenient. You don't have to tap on the menu key for looping back and forth between the features. This one is just directly on top. And this one is made by Shinko, as opposed to the other one, which is the AEO Pope, P-O-P-E. The very top on this one also features a larger antenna, so it has a slightly better reception, but they're both comparable. That one is integrated. Again, the micro SD card slot is located here, dedicated power on-off switch, and volume control is used as a slider here. The sides also features access to, again, that USB port if you have loaded with music. There's that 3.5mm headphone port, and this one uses a more standard and regular mini USB port for charging. It takes about 2 hours to completely charge, so not too bad either. Back just features some basic specs about the unit. Smaller model number is a P37, and the speaker has a 3-watt rating, which is decent. Battery 5V, 1 amps. Comes in this rechargeable battery pack, which is about the same size as a AA battery, which is integrated onto the inside there, and that's basically it. So as far as audio quality go, they're both pretty decent. I would say as far as the overall battery life, you should be able to get roughly 20 hours of continuous playback before you need to recharge it. If you're using the micro SD card slot, if you're using FM radio, that might drain a bit faster. As far as reception of the FM radio antennas, again, they do pretty well. You can get a decent number of channels, I would say. You can also tap and hold on the skip track controls on both to automatically scan through the air and get a clearer number of channels, just to keep those in mind. You can also save the channels, but you can't record them on these two models. But overall, again, they are pretty compact, easy to take with you, and a decent solution if you're looking for something just very budget oriented, very quick, perhaps to pop in a memory card loaded with your favorite tunes, or if you're looking for an FM radio. Both of these are under 20 bucks, and they seem to be quite multifunctional. You can check out more details about these units' performances as well as design in our written reviews, but this has been our video first look here at OS Reviews. Thanks for watching.